All right, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is Howard One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Harakar Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwati, my children, that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is going to be a lesson or a topic um, dealing with World War III. All right. Let me see if I can get this off the screen. So I was reading this article, and through the spirit had me put together about 3 lessons. So I'm gonna just chop it up into small pieces. So let's get into this article real quick, or part of the article. All right. Let me turn some of this music down. Now this is from Jerusalem Post. All right. As you know, this week, America's um, Navy ships are being attacked over there near Yemen. All right, because Yemen controls those waters that are around the Yemenese territory. All right, one of them being the Red Sea. I forgot the name of the other canal, but America has a lot of ships going through there, especially Navy ships. Um, in Yemen, the Yemenese people government have been attacking those Navy ships, man, and having some significant success. Well, um, there's talks of World War III. There's talks of Trump saying America is finally at war because of this, because we know that the Houthis are an Iran-backed organization. All right, part of the axis of evil that Iran built up with was that the Hamas, the Houthis, and et cetera, et cetera. So yes, this place is at war. It hasn't turned into a hot direct war yet with the major world powers, of which America would lose. All right. There's a statement in the scriptures where it says, "Who can make war with him?" Talking about NATO and the conglomerate of America and the European Union. Who can make war with this beast? But now, in these last days, you can see it's clear that the dominant force will lose. All right. Where they seek to bring peace through strength. That's what Trump is doing. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Get something real fast. There you go. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter just to get in office. That's what Trump did, man. All right, just to get in office, the politicians, when they doing their politics, they got to speak smooth to you, give you all these promises, and once they get in that power seat, uh, it says here, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war is in his heart, is in his mind. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. It's like Trump the other day. He said to Iran, he said, "You better stop backing or financing these Houthi rebels, or America will respond or retaliate or attack." And he said, "We will not be nice." Words all smooth and soft, but truthfully, these are a true war of words. All right. So war is on the mind and conscience of Trump, acting like he's trying to stop the war. But instead, truly they're gonna heighten this war, all right, to a climax to where they can't bring it down. They won't be able to calm it down. All right, that's what they said. They're hoping that everybody cool, these hotheads cool the hell off. It ain't gonna happen. Donald Trump's warning: is World War III really around the corner? Well, let's see what the scriptures say. This is let's go to Habakkuk um 1:5. It says, "Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously." See, they're wondering marvelously. They're like, is it really going to happen? All right. It says, I'm gonna go back to the article. Let us hope that cooler heads will prevail. Well, check this out. For I will work a work in your days which ye shall not believe, though it be told to you, man. And the prophets are here telling the people about the prophecies. The scriptures speak about it, about World War III, and these people still don't believe it. That's going to happen. And really, they don't want it to happen. All right. Let me get that so I can. It says here, Wisdom of Solomon 5:14, for the hope of the ungodly, you get a hope. All right. For the hope of the ungodly is like dust. More confusion, man. All right. That is blown away with the wind. Like it basically insignificant. All right. Their hope. Like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm. Like it's basically a facade. They know it's going to happen. Like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day, man. All right, so they feel that way now. They hope cooler heads prevail that it doesn't happen. Keep questioning it. Is it around the corner? Is this gonna happen? We know it's gonna happen. We're telling you it's gonna happen because the Most High said so. You know, that's Second Ezra's. I'm not gonna get it. Chapter 9. When you see these signs pass, you know that the Most High spoke of these things from the beginning. So let's go back to the article. It says, "Let us hope that cooler heads prevail." You can hope, but you're putting your hope in the dust. All right. Let's get let me get something real quick. I'm just keep reading. Matter of fact, it says a real challenge in this perilous time. Look at that. A real challenge in these perilous times. In this perilous time. All right, let me get this real quick. This is Second Timothy's 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right. What type of perilous times? He said, what nation going to be rising against nation? It's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, uproars of the people. All right. So perilous times are here. Let me get some. Second Ezra 9:7. It says in no, let's go to 6. All right. Actually 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest. See that? So everything has a beginning and everything has an end. So if he says the end, even that end has a beginning and an end. Right? The end started. The end of Esau's rulership started when Yahweh Shah was on the scene. That was the beginning of their end. Now we at the end of their end, the dead end. Right? Fine. So Second Ezra 9:5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end. and the end is manifest, man. The Most High created the beginning and the end, and in between, man gets confused and hopes for cooler heads to prevail. Shut the hell up. Verse 6, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works. All right, just like us going in slavery, that was like wonders. The Lord showed wonders in the waters and passages, middle passage, us coming over here in slavery, you know. But then what? And endings and effects and signs, man. Endings meaning what you call the movie special effects. All right. So we go into slavery in Egypt. Now the Lord brought us out with miraculous power. So He's gonna do that again. It's called divine intervention. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. All right. And these people definitely don't believe. Okay. Um, they shall be preserved from the said perils, man. See, perils. The Lord said He'll preserve you from this challenge in perilous times. All right. You'll be preserved from it. And shall see my salvation. The Lord will keep you in my land. So He will allow you, keep you alive and take you to the land of Israel. And you'll see it all with your own eyes, like Job said. And that we will figure out how to retreat from from the precipice of war that could destroy most of humanity. You damn right. The World War III is going to destroy most of humanity. All right. Let's get that. This is Second Ezra's 8:2. Um, I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra's, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold thereof, whereof earthen vessels are made. All right, so these are the molds right here. There's a lot of damn people on the earth, extras in the movie. That it giveth much mold thereof, earthen vessels are made, whereof, so like it. But little dust that gold cometh of. That's the elect, the gold. Even so is the course of this present world. All right. There be many created, but what? Few shall be saved. Because why? Most of humanity will get destroyed. That's why he said the blood shall be from up to the horse's bridle, you know, or to the waist of a man. It's gonna be that much bloodshed, pools of blood. That's what it's saying. Let me get that. Let's go to Isaiah 66 and 16. Isaiah 66 and 16. It says, "For behold, no, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind." Wow. To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh. He's going to judge all the flesh on the earth with the missiles and with destruction. Um, with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right, they said what? Most of humanity will be destroyed in that damn war, and we at the precipice of it, the precipice of war that could destroy most of humanity. All right, so let's read this part of this article real quick. Um, get that. This is it says the recent warning issued by U.S. President Trump to Ukrainian President Zelensky that Ukraine is gambling with World War III. That's right, they playing around. Has given many people pause. But is the world really on the cusp of such a catastrophe? I don't think so. At least not tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What's this? What does it say? This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. See, the appointed time, not man's time. I'm talking about something at least not tomorrow. Well, it's for an appointed time, just like World War One was an appointed time, World War Two, and World War Three. All right. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right. Man is going to be known as liars, but not the Most High. That's Romans 3 and 3. Let every man be known as a liar. All right. That's saying it's not going to happen. What if some did not believe? So, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, talking about the prophecies. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right, it's surely going to happen because the Lord says so. And it's close. He said, "What is it truly around the corner?" Well, let's check this out. Hold on, let me see. Here you go. Zephaniah 1 and 14. Let me go to it so I can see it too. I try not to switch too much so I don't lose my sound. But I should be all right. All right. Let me go to Zephaniah 1 and 14. This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of Yahweh is near. So they saying it's around the corner, but they like, oh, it's just not going to happen tomorrow. Now, you don't want it to happen tomorrow. The great day of Yahweh is near. It's close, right around the corner. It is near and hasteth greatly. So it's moving fast. All right. There's a lot of moving parts to it. Just like you see a duck or a goose on the water, you see them moving, and they're like nothing's happening on the top of the water. But under the surface, you see them damn feet moving, moving fast as hell, working. So there's a lot of moving parts to this, man. But um, these prophecies are moving fast. All right. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. You see that? All their military, they're gonna be crying out bitterly because they're gonna have no hope and seeing this place get destroyed and they can't protect it. All right, because it's all judgment from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the heavens and the earth, Yahweh. So this day is near. All right, that day is a day of wrath. So there's a specific day that the Most High has written for this to happen, man. And that day already exists. It's got to be manifested in our time. The Most High spoke it in the heavens. It's already happening. Already written. There's a specific day where you might say, I got to go to work, or I'm going to go here, or I'm going to travel there. And that day, the Most High has other plans for that day and that time, which is going to be what? A day of trouble, a day of distress, Mayday, Mayday, all right, war, a day of wasteness, all right, everything going to be utterly wasted, a day of desolation, all right, meaning like a desert, emptiness, empty ass place. You're going to be scorched off the earth, destroyed. A day of darkness and gloominess is called nuclear fallout. It's gonna be darkness. A day of clouds and thick darkness. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. All right. So do I want to read all this? Nah, I'm gonna cut it there. All right, actually, no, I'll read this last verse. And I will bring distress upon men. See, that's the goal because the Most High is bringing his judgment. See, these writers, these reporters, they don't understand that the Most High is about to judge this place. They thinking about just natural course of life. Well, the Hamites thought that as well when they took the Ark of the Covenant from us. And the Lord gave them hemorrhoids and mice and shit and rats infestations until they gave it back to us, the Ark of the Covenant. And the Lord told them to put the Ark of the Covenant on the back of a cow or cattle. And he said, let that cattle go. If it go to the left or the right, or however, to the left or something like that, then you'll know that this happened by chance. But if it goes the other way and down the road and goes back to the camp of Israel, you know that's the Most High controlling things. That's why prophecy happens. The Most High spoke it from the beginning. And then as you see these things play out and manifest, we begin to realize that it's the Most High that's controlling things. All right. That's why I say, they shall see it together. So who? The believers and the non-believers. They're gonna see reality happen. The curtain get pulled down. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, just like their hopes, and their flesh as shit. All right. So let's get damn man, I'm gonna go through so many scriptures right now, but I'm let's read Matthew 16 and 2. This is Matthew 16 and 2. It says Matthew 16 and 2. No, let's go to 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he should show them a sign from heaven. That's why I said the Jews require a sign. All right. And the Gentiles, the Greeks require knowledge, meaning they want to know. You got to prove it to them who God is. But the Jews, the one that know the Israelites, a lot of them, they got to see it to believe it. All right. And the Israelite foreigners, a lot of them, you got to prove it through doctrine. Matthew 16 to 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Right. A lot of times when the sky is red, uh, like here in Florida, after the storms passed this week, sunset, it was like the sky was just like a misty red color, a red hue. And when that happens, or it's foggy at night, they usually say it's gonna be hot the next day. All right. So he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. In the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. All right. So when it's red and lowering, they can judge the weather like that. So basically, you got people that can judge the weather. You got these damn reporters that's watching the trends and shit in the news. Oh, ye hypocrites! Ye can discern the face of the sky. All right. But can you not discern the signs of the times? It's deep, right? They can't discern the signs of the times. That's why they like, yo, this uh is it gonna happen? You know, I don't think so, not tomorrow. Right? Let me get this. There you go. Let's go to Isaiah. Who cares if they don't believe, man? Isaiah 55. I don't think so. So that's called ego. All right. And that's the problem. A lot of this humanity lets ego get in their way, things they want, their feelings or their character. Even in life, we was taught to let ego get in our way. It keeps us from being free and letting the water flow. Ego, saying, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. Well, you don't even fucking exist. We nothing. Without Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we're nothing but vanity. So Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, humans. Neither are your ways my ways. All right. Motherfuckers sitting at their damn office desk, drinking coffee and shit, typing up reports or at their house, talking about something, I don't think so. Maybe not tomorrow. This ain't gonna happen. World War Three, man. Isaiah 55:9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So the only way we'll be able to know the Father's ways and his thoughts is if he allows us to know, which he did. He let the prophets know. He said, surely the Most High will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets to his servants, the prophets. And we have known the mind of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. So he let us know his ways, heavenly ways. All right. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, which is commanded, you be like, yo, it's not gonna happen. Well, you can say the rain not gonna happen, right? You can judge the weather, but you can't stop it. And the snow from heaven, how did that happen? The Most High commanded it to happen. Snow, rain. It represents his judgment being sent down to the earth. The same way these things like rain, snow, sleet, hail, uh, lightning, storm, earthquakes, all these things happen and operate in this earth through what's called space weather. The things that happen out in space control the atmosphere and the troposphere on this earth. All right. Well, what controls space weather? It is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What controls the operations in the earth? The powers from the orders and commands from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. He controls that, causes these things to operate and change the landscape of the earth, or to change the scene. All right. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth. See that? So all these things are sent upon the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, all right, for humanity. Well, the same way as the Lord's judgment. All right. He can send something down to enhance you or something to destroy you. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. And what was his word? He said, what? His determination is to gather the nations and to pour upon them his indignation. All right. Another one, he says, what? He's going to gather them to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. He's going to plead with them there and judge them. Another one, he says, he has a sacrifice in Basra. All right. And Idumea. That's talking about America. So these things are set to happen. That's his word that went forth out of his mouth. And it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereinto I sent it. See that? So what the Most High says is going to happen, not what man says. All right. When we are just vanity without uh, the life source of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let's go back to this article real quick. Where was I at? There you go. Share this tab. And it says here, let's go back now. It says the recent warning from Jerusalem Post, the recent warning issued by U.S. President Trump to Ukrainian President Zelensky that Ukraine is gambling with World War III has given many people pause. But is the world really on the cusp of such a catastrophe? What the hell you think is going to happen? Shit gonna turn to a damn Michael Jackson video. We are the world and shit. People gonna sing "Kumbaya," just come back together. You think Russia gonna be able to stop they lawn mowing those damn people, bulldozing those people over there. They already got shit in motion. It's too many. Even the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, he said it. There's it's like imagine you setting up a war and the shit already start and you didn't start it, but hey yo, look, I'm gonna finish it. And you got different points forward of your battalion, meaning you got different gates. So it'd be one, two, three, four going forward, and somebody tell you to stop or put down your arms, and we'll put down our arms. At at what point in that engagement would you get that to reach to all your soldiers that are in the war? It's impossible at this point. It got to be a burnout, like a controlled fire. They got to let it play out now. They can't stop it. All right, the wick has already been lit, and the rope is right over it, and that shit burning. It's about to pop. All right, but is the world really on the cusp of such a catastrophe? I don't think so. At least not tomorrow. Who the hell is this, man? Who the hell wrote this shit? Who the hell is that? There's some Joe Schmo out there. I don't think so. At least not tomorrow. Have a good day. But then you got the president of America saying World War III is at the door. What the hell? The fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, right? At the at the onset of World War II, you had Japan, which was trying to stay historical in nature, meaning keeping their old customs of war with the sword, like a literal Gensu sword, cutting people, battle face to face. But then you got Esau, the European powers that are influencing these nations and provoking them to bear arms. And now they're doing the same thing in these times. They provoked Japan to push an arms race and get their weapons up to protect themselves because America said they were going to attack them if they didn't modernize. All right, and stop their conquest. But now you got Trump and his administration um, pushing against people like Iran, causing them to have to ramp up their nuclear um, deterrence. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, just like World War II, and garments rolled in blood, just like battles with King David and such in the ancient times. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Why? Why? Because these devils are going to push all these nations like Russia, China, to bolster up their nuclear defenses, which they've done already. And they said at this point, Iran has enough uranium enrichment and weapons technology to build a a significant ICBM collection within 12 days, which they could launch and destroy not only American troops over there, but hit the American soil because they're getting help from Russia, and they're the biggest. Iran is the biggest help and supplier of Russia at this moment. So So what are they talking about? The fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, well, they're using those same tactics. All right, using strength to bring peace. Well, the scriptures say, "Let the weak say, I am strong now." So they're going to use their strength. You know. Let me get this real quick. This is Second Ezra 4:37. My by measure have he measured the times. All right, World War II, World War I, uh, now World War III. By measure hath he measured the times or ages, and by number hath he numbered the times. All right, that's why World War III, World War One had a starting point and an end. World War II had a starting point, but it never fully ended. You know, like with North Korea and South Korea, they just had a standstill. Uh, so they got missile deterrents in place. That's what keeping Russia and America from going to war. Um, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled, man. All right. So what's the said measure for these times? Revelations 7:1. Let's get it real quick. Make sure I got my sound. All right, let's get that real quick. This is until the said measure be fulfilled, the number that the Lord is longing for, building up his harvest. Revelation 7:1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth. That's why things seem to be tarrying. But the Lord said, wait for it, it shall surely come. Why? Because he's waiting for the precious fruit of the earth, which is the elect. All right, for us to get right. And even if I'm gonna try to get right, you can try, but it's really on the most highest time. Our job is to understand it. That's the best we can do. All right, and move in the direction that he's pulling us. That that the winds should not blow on the earth. So the winds represent the destroying winds, which is those nuclear destruction. So what's keeping it back? Yahweh and his holy angels. Nor on the sea, nor on any tree. But he got a set appointed time for all of this. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. All right, divine intervention, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So what's stopping everything? Grace. The period of grace for the who? The 144,000. All right. And once that's complete, man, it's a wrap for this place. The curtain's gonna close quickly. All right. So let's go. Matter of fact, let me see if I got one more on that topic. Where we at? Revelation 7. Right. That's right. Because everything's building up. Damn. So, because judgment and salvation is at the door. And they're all building up to their perfection. Revelations 21 tells you that the elect, the bride, are making themselves prepared. All right. And also, on the other hand, you have this world being prepared to be destroyed, to be for destruction. Isaiah 47. Let's go to that. Make sure I got my sound. All right, bet. Isaiah 47:9. It says here, um, no 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. See, you should be able to see the signs of this place. Those that dwell in pride. Look at what the Lord did to them in ancient times. Those that dwell in sodomy, Sodom. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually Sodom in Egypt, right? Those that dwell in paganism. Look what the Lord has done in destroying them. All right, the Most High changeth not, neither is there any shadow of turning. He ain't turning at all. He ain't changed his mind at all. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. That's America. All right, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. So this was a new slogan: America first, make America great again. Not the world. They don't want to. We are the world. We are the. What the hell happened to that? Now they're like, nah, me, me, me. I shall not sit as a widow, meaning they think they're not gonna lose any allies. Neither shall I know the loss of children. They think they're gonna have their proxies and their oppressed nations up under them forever. But check it out. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. All right. So that day is near. The loss of children, meaning the loss of allies and citizens here, they're going to try to flee and run. Even a lot of the president's cabinet is going to leave them stranded. That's in the scriptures. And widowhood, meaning they're not going to have any lovers, any allies. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. What's that? The loss of children, the loss of all these things, of their status in the world, is being built up in this perfection, as we read in Revelation 7. What's holding back the winds and everything from destroying this place? The Lord's ramping up the nation's nuclear stockpile. They're bringing their conglomerates together, their allegiance with the BRICS, et cetera, et cetera, building up that hate towards this place. When the Lord said He's going to make this place a gazing stock and show its shame to the world. So all these things are happening. Come down and sit in the dust. All right. And then the destruction. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, being prepared for it. For the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, all right, oppressing all these nations. Thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. All right, I think I seen a brother did a lesson on this earlier in this camp. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it ariseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. You ain't gonna be able to put it off no more. Well, it ain't gonna happen tomorrow. Well, I put this stipulation in place. Well, hopefully they come up with the peace talks and they won't go to war. Well, I'm gonna put sanctions and tariffs, and that's gonna stop people. It would not have been a war if I was in office. And yeah, all right, you ain't gonna be able to put this off. I'm gonna blindside you. And this desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, when thou shalt not know it. All right, just like death. It happens suddenly. So let's go back to this article. Where was it at? Here you go. Let me check my sound. There we go. I'll go back to Jerusalem Post. So let's read this a little bit more. All right. So they don't want it to happen. They're always saying, at least not tomorrow. They keep trying to put it off. Well, the Lord said, you shall not be able to put it off. You ain't gonna be able to stop it from happening. All right. It said, by measure hath he measured the times, and he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. And in that time period, humanity gets more confused and more wicked and into more darkness. All right. At least not tomorrow. Well, check this out. Not tomorrow. All right. Well, let's go to I want to get one more real quick. Let's go to Revelations 11. All right, 11 and 14. This is Revelation 11, 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. That earthquake gonna come from those missile warheads hitting this place, all right, touching the soils and blowing up, destroying this place, basically, according to prophecy. And the tenth part of the city fell. Right, America set in 10 FEMA zones, emergency zones. Well, the tenth part, meaning from the rooter to the tutor, from every point, is going to be destroyed. That we call it a lake of fire. So you take one element, put it within another, it becomes in a lake sense. So a lake is water surrounded by land, making it a lake, a body of water. Well, this is going to be a body of fire because it's going to be fire surrounded by water, another element. All right. It's going to be reversed. The land is going to be surrounded by the water, and the land is going to be on fire, like a lake of fire. All right. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. 7,000 means an innumerable number of people. I always said many a majority of humanity shall be destroyed, and the remnant were affrighted. So the elect gonna be scared of what the hell they're about to see because we in the flesh. But when the Lord changes you in the twinkling of an eye, you know, just like a baby when you're getting picked up, you be scared as hell when you was little. But when you realize you're being held in your mother's arms or your father's arms, that's when you realize you're safe. You know, you had no fear of falling or being put down. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. All right. So that's what you're going to be alive and make it through to be able to give glory to Yahweh. The second woe is past. All right. So we still in the midst of the second woe because they still have treaties in place. You know, still have like South Korea and North Korea, right? I forgot what the word is, but they got a line of safety. All right. But the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Quickly, man. That's why I say it shall not tarry. It hasteth until that day. But you'll see these heathens, they'll write stuff like this. Close that. All right. They'll write stuff like this and they'll say, no, not tomorrow. All right. But the Lord said, behold, it's coming quickly. All right. So let's read the rest of this article. Because this wasn't even my lesson for today, but it's all good. We move in the spirit. The fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II with uh with Hitler after the death of Kaiser Wilhelm, all right, which was known as the last Kaiser, the guy that helped to destroy Germany, his own people, brought them into poverty by stepping into World War One. Just like Trump is going to bring America to poverty, all right, according to prophecy, man, and you can see it. The fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, there is no country in the world today except for the United States capable of starting World War III with any hope of success. What the hell? What? What? Yo, these people crazy, man. You think it's not possible? They see that's what I just read. None else besides me, right? Uh, let me get this real quick, man. This is Jeremiah 51. Let me go to it. Why not? Jeremiah 51. These people crazy. Jeremiah, damn, it went to 51 and 51. So Jeremiah 51 and 1. Right, saying that nobody capable. Yeah, right. The Lord said, what? Let the weak say, I am strong. And the Most High has uh, built up these nations. Damn, let me get that. Damn, what did it say? Uh, it, yeah, there we go. All right, come. So Jeremiah 51, and it says here, thus saith Yahweh, behold, verse 1, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them. All right. So all the citizens of this place and the nobles and their leaders and the generals, everybody that rise up against me. So all the ones that's in this land that's against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is everybody, even 2/3. All right. He's going to raise up what? A destroying wind. That's his goal. It's his goal. So he's going to have the tools in place to bring about his um, outcome. All right. So the tools that the Lord going to use or the chess pieces are these nations. And I will send unto Babylon fanners, meaning foreigners, that shall fan her. All right. They're gonna scare the hell out of these people and scatter this place and shake it up. All right. and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So though you don't see that collective body, but the Lord said what? He's gonna raise up the spirit of the kings of the east, of the dead, and they shall meet thee at thy coming. All right. So there's no nations that would significantly want to go to war because they're gonna lose. Man, shut what? Well, the Lord says He's gonna build them up and make them ready. Who the hell you think built this place up? Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. See, those nations have prepared their nuclear stockpile. And against him that lifteth himself up in his brigadine, or in his defense, or a brigadine would be like uh, a metal vest that people will wear, a metal covering that like chains over the whole body under their under their shields, you know, and the sword couldn't penetrate it. So it was called a defense. So those that's lifting themselves up in their defense, right? And the waters is like America's defense and their military and their might. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts, man. All right, so shit, that's crazy, man. So the Lord has raised up, man. Let's keep going. This is verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. And how do we flee? Spiritually. And we hoping to flee through the chariots. For this is the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So it ain't about the nations doing this or that. It's about the Most High's judgment. And he chose to judge this place by raising up nations against it, just like the ancient Babylon. And this is the daughter of Babylon. All right, so Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand. See, who the hell built up this place, America? The same one that built it is the same one that's going to destroy it. So you think he can't build up these other nations to fight? See how naive these people are, these reporters that that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, they fell asleep. But through that deception, it gave America power. Like 1991, with the fall of the Soviet Union, uh, through the rise of the European Union and manipulation from those world powers, world leaders. I forgot his name, man. He be running all the BLM shit, and the protests. I can't think of his name right now. Damn devil, I forgot his name. But anyway, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Man, so the Lord gonna raise nations up, those same nations that fell for America's iniquity. Habakkuk chapter 2, those same nations gonna come against this place, and America's gonna be for booties unto them. Treasure for the taking. All right. So the Lord said that let the weak say I am strong. He's gonna raise up against Babylon enemies out of nowhere that didn't exist before. All right. So let's go back to the article one more again. Wait, let me see if somebody put George Soros. I knew somebody was gonna put it in the chat. My brother, hey, Shalom, y'all about Shimmy Shai Brakatah was popping. All right. Yes, man, George Soros, that damn um, yellow prune, like a damn one of them golden raisins. Uh, that's the devil's name you looking for. All right, brother, got you. Come, brother. The water, the water. All right, let's proceed. Let me go back to this article real quick. All right, the fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, there is no country. Psh, in the world today except for the United States. Look at it. Look at it, man. Proud, bro. Look, let's get that real quick. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's get that. Damn, man. Proud as hell, bro. Um, let me get something real quick. This is Revelations. Let's go there real fast, man. So lucky. Revelations. Make sure I got my sound. 13. Let's go there. And 4. Revelations 13 and 4. This is Revelation 4. Shit. All right. It says here, and Revelation 13 and 4, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And the beast is led by America. All right. That's the spearhead and general of NATO. And they worshiped the beast. So all the nations submitted to NATO and the European Empire during World War One and World War Two, saying, "Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?" Man, who was able to do it? Anybody? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, man. Jeremiah. Is there anybody out there? And didn't Goliath say that? But who answered the call? David, King David. All right. Goliath said the same thing. Send me out your best. Yeah. Well, it wasn't what he was expecting. So this is Jeremiah 51 and 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. All right. So gather all your defenses you want, your brigadine. Make bright all the arrows. So really, the Lord is telling this to them nations. He's telling them to get prepared. This is Ezekiel 38 right here. All of them wearing shield and buckler and trained in the arts of war. Yahweh have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Look at that. Is there anybody out there? Yeah, it is. The spirit of the kings of the Medes, Russia, he right there. For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Yeah, get your defenses in order. Set up the watchmen, you know. Prepare, but Most High said what? Prepare the ambushes. For Yahweh have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. You know, shit, shit. Oh, let me keep going. Oh, thou that dwellest upon many waters, they feel safe. That's part of their defense, being surrounded by bodies of water, abundant in treasures. Thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness, greed, ill-gotten gain is done. Yahweh of the heavenly host, the heavenly armies, have sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. You think there's nobody out there that can go to war with this place? I beg to differ. All right, so let's go to this article one more again. It said the fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, there is no country. Esau's so damn prideful. Boy. I bet it's the Edomite. Ain't no Jake gonna write this, man. I don't think, But there is no country. Shit, let me get this, man. Damn, that's crazy, man. People so damn prideful. Let's get Psalms 10. I'm gonna just read it. Psalms 10 and 5. His ways are always grievous. All right. 'Cause that's what America has done. They have enlarged their desires as hell, putting hell on all these nations. So their ways are always grievous. So anything Trump does is going to be grievous. Look, they putting tariffs and sanctions on all these nations. Now you got countries, I think it's Ontario. I forgot what it's called, but anyway, out there in Canada, they're talking about shutting down the electric distribution to America, the northern states having no electricity. So everything Trump is doing is falling back on the citizens of America in a bad way. All right. So Psalms 10 and 5, his ways are always grievous. Their judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all of his enemies, he puffeth at them. Look at that, man. Scripture. All his enemies, he's like, Psh, what you gonna do? Anybody out there that can stop us? See, that's the mindset of this place. He have said in his heart, it's the heart, the conscience of America. I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Sheesh, man. All right. So the fact is that unlike the situation that existed at the onset of World War II, there is no country in the world today except for the United States capable of starting World War III with any hope of success. Oh my goodness, man. With any hope of success, man. I'm done with that part. That shit is pathetic. All right, let's go right here. All right, let's go here. It says World War II was started by Germany and Japan, which was known that they were seeking conquest. All right, seeking to conquer the world through Germany. Same way America's doing. Who at least who at least thought that they had the military capability to win, augmented by the intent to conquer. See, conquest. While the Democratic West won the battle, there were nearly 15 million military casualties and almost 38 million civilian deaths. Damn, damn. How I say that, man? Said, where is it at? Do I got that? Let me get something real quick. Sheesh. That's why he says it's gonna be what? The number of them which were destroyed is 7,000. It's gonna be what? An innumerable number. They're not even gonna be able to count it this time. They counted the deaths before, but they probably not completely accurate. But um, when this destruction happens, there's not gonna be a counter, meaning nobody to count, and there's not gonna be anybody to be counted because they're gonna be all ashes and dust. All right. So yeah, where was that at? Let me get this real quick. That's right. Isaiah 66 again. Let me get that again. I'm gonna read it. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh judge and plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. Look at that, 38 million civilian deaths. But it's gonna happen in one day. The population of America, a terribly high price to pay for freedom, and and of course we need to remember that victory by the West was not assured until well into the war itself, man. So yeah, man. Hey, let me get that real quick. Why not? Let's start it off there. I think I'm gonna end it here. Revelations, Romans 3:3. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up on this John right here. What if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? God forbid, man. All right, God forbid. Um, Yea, let Yahweh be true. So all his words are true. His promises are true. And it's even at the door, even though they're saying, nah, not tomorrow. Well, everything they say, you got to think the opposite. If they say not tomorrow, well, that means it's going to happen tomorrow. If Esau says it's not going to happen for another week, well, it's going to happen somewhere in that week. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up, man. Hopefully I was edified. So like I'm trying to check something on my camera. All right. Hopefully I was edified and good start to your day. What's that? He's a yellow raisin even. George Soros, man. This George the sorcerer. That's what he is, man. All right, damn sorcerer. If I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be able to get into what I was desiring to get into earlier, which is Isaiah 47. But we gotta go with the Spirit allows us, you know. So with that, I'm gonna end it. I say Shalom. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Hawashai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom, Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Man, Shalom to y'all. Keep pushing.